Hey, welcome back. What does that, and that all have in common? Well, they are all Yamahas, but these two in the front are going to end up looking like that, hopefully at some point in the future. I guess this is the introduction to my newest project I have on the go here. So this black frame here is actually the same frame as on the RS-100. It is another RS-100 that I acquired a while ago. Actually, when I bought the original one, I bought two different bikes from two different people, just so I would have parts. And it's been sitting in my shed. You can kind of see it here. Still has all the factory mounts and brackets and seat brackets and helmet holders and etc. etc. All that stuff is going to be trimmed off. Similar to this. Also, I guess this is kind of like the sneak peek of the RS-100 now that I have the paint done. And hopefully I'm going to have a video up of it here shortly. It's just in the house chilling because it's never going to be cleaner than it is right now. I still have to make the rear set, but I am working on that today actually. Just making a quick video first. So, this was a 2004 Yamaha YZ80 that I picked up for $300. It didn't run, has no cylinder, the rod's messed up, the crank is messed up. So my plan is to probably grab an Athena 112 kit and throw that on there. And then I'm going to actually put the YZ80 motor into the RS-100. Out of the box, these things make like around 20 horsepower, and I'd be lucky. Well, I'm hoping that I hit 20 horsepower with my KX100 Yamaha hybrid motor. So yeah, it's kind of a no-brainer. With the 112 kit, I'd be closer to 28 horse. So it should be a fun little pocket rocket. A few problems I'm running into so far with this. The relationship between the swing arm and the countershaft sprocket. On the YZ, that hole actually runs through the swing arm here and here, and actually goes through here, so it can get quite close. Whereas on this one, I'm going to run into a problem where I'm not actually going to be able to fully get that as close on this frame, and I want it to be. If the further that is away, the more issues you run into. The further that your pivot is away from the counter shaft, the more issues you have a tendency to run into. And this bike, I actually want to convert to like a no-link monoshock, similar to like the old YZs. So that's going to be some custom fabrication as well. So my first thoughts are to strip the back half of this frame and weld it onto the back of the RS-100, removing this section here entirely, and then yeah, probably having to fabricate the upper. Well, I might be able to keep the upper piece with the hoop and everything, and then just graft this guy into it. Not too sure. I haven't really done any measurements yet. I'm still just kind of in the planning stages. And my other thoughts were to actually graft the whole front head tube section off of this, like basically from the head tube back onto this frame. And then I'd have to make, again, a custom subframe. I could either actually make a removable subframe or something of that sort. And then I'd also have to make a swing arm, which isn't a super big deal, but the YZ85 swing arm is too short to run the 17-inch wheel, which I definitely want to run. So yeah, that's, I guess, problem number one, is just basically trying to keep the relationship between the countershaft sprocket and the swing arm pivot in the right place. The other issue I have with this bike is I don't have paperwork for it yet, but I will shortly. I just have to send away for it with the proper bill of sale. It's not a super big deal, at least where I live. And the other thing I haven't really decided with this bike yet is what kind of styling I'm going to do with it. There's a high likelihood I may actually just shorten the YZ80 forks that I got with this bike 6 inches, and then run top clamp with regular style bars. And I'm not sure if I'm going to run like foot pegs, or if I'm going to put like a rear set on it, or if I'm going to run clip-ons like on the other one. I'm not too sure yet. I haven't really gotten that far. I kind of want to tackle getting this done first, figuring out how to properly get the motor in the frame, and then styling will come second. But yeah, this is the introduction to my newest project. Should be a good one. I'm gonna try, because unfortunately with the RS-100 I had it mostly done when I started videoing things, so didn't really get to see a lot of the stuff that I did with that earlier on. So hopefully with this one I will keep you guys in the loop and try and take you along step by step with everything that I do. But until next time, take care.